All right, so today we are back with more TikTok reacts. Always a good time. We're always looking for people to submit any TikToks you want us to react to on my Discord. So if you haven't done that, make sure to do that. Sub to the YouTube. And here we go. Gonna start off with Neandra. They always have awesome videos. And this is gonna be, just double check, more useless Overwatch 2 facts.
The hieroglyphic souvenir has Reaper's soul orb on it, aka his old ability from Overwatch.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool.
Has shield generator voice line files.
Shield generator down. I see their shield generator. A shield generator has been created.
You know, it's kind of interesting that that's in the game. Does that mean that they're still looking into bringing shield gen in some form? Maybe not even with like Symmetra. The Symmetra used to have shield gen. For anybody who doesn't know the context of that, Symmetra had shield gen, which basically was this ultimate you put on the ground, and it would give you shields, like extra like HP. Not like shields like a Ryan shield, but like extra HP, kind of like Zenyatta shield.
Also has PvE voice line files.
I do not believe we can damage the Titan. Slicers endanger the objective.
Oh,
Get up, Auntie.
On Throne of Anubis, you can find the Horde symbol from World of Warcraft in the hieroglyphics.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that either.
Mercy's Mythic has an unused ult voice line.
Vengeance never dies.
The Weapon of Soldier's high skin has a bomb icon that shows when Helix rockets are on cooldown. Anubis
I like that.
Reaper has a unique nano voice line.
Immortality is mine.
In the Battle
That's
Pass,
cool, though.
everyone uses their hero gallery icon, besides Malma, who has a unique one. These weighing scales on Throne of Anubis change if you knock the fruit off them. Juno has some Lucio Ball voice line files.
Touchdown! Lucio's football lessons were very helpful.
And also karaoke voice lines.
How am I supposed to sing if I do not know the words?
Just do it. Oh, yep. Juno did that.
Did I do that right?
Yes, Juno, you did a great job. Good
The
job.
whole-
Yeah, some of those are interesting. It's definitely like one thing I love about these videos is that there's just like really cool interactions that you would never notice if you didn't just go like look around the map and like just kind of like vibe. What's going on? Are you just walking over but me to get to the other side of the desk? You could have went that way. Okay, sounds good. Next up we have Creo OW showing season 12 interaction.
Damn it.
Whoa! Your drone is so cool!
Is that supposed to be one of those videos right there with Reaper where like ever watch like one of those like YouTube shorts or TikToks or Instagram reels where like you try to figure out who the person is singing? Is that trying to figure out which Reaper's talking crap? You know, there was like 15 Reapers right there. We try to figure out which Reaper's saying it.
Thank you. His name is Snowball. Say hi, Snowball.
Hi, Snowball.
Hey, little guy. Aw, I wish my holo replicator had a face.
You should try sticking some googly eyes on it.
You
I get
remind
it.
me of the rovers back home. They also change their forms depending on the task.
Rovers. Human ignorance is truly boundless. Little Miss Sunshine.
Which Reaper is it, chat? Which Reaper is it?
Call me that again, and you're a dead man walking.
Someone already beat you to that threat.
Buddy?
How did you become
Good boy.
so miserable?
What's up?
What do you...
Pause for a second. What do you need, buddy?
Overwatch.
But I love being... It's good to make a difference.
What?
All that difference comes back to bite you. You'll see.
How do you work with that doctor after everything she did to you? Don't you want revenge?
I want Moira.
Her time will come.
You talking about Moira right there? Those are cool. Those. We should rewind what? What am I rewinding to? Because I know the interaction you're talking about. You're talking about the Reaper one? Why are you yelling at me to rewind it in space? Okay, I'll rewind it.
How did you become so miserable?
What do you think? Overwatch.
Okay, fair enough. I see why. I do love that they have fun with that. Clearly that voice line's designed around the idea of like having some fun with it. And they've done a lot better job of like adding more memes into it. I think, you know what is always a feels bad? There's just so much missed opportunity with like interactions and lore in Overwatch. And like, I once again, TV show one day, please. Just, please. It would be so awesome. Next up, we have Borin Winter, and they say this is an objective ranking. Okay?
Ranking all the Overwatch modes from worst to best.
Okay.
Last place has got to be Escort, because most of its maps are kinda dog water. Ask yourself this: who wants to play Junkertown? Who wants to play Dorado? Who wants to play Havana? Who the fuck wants to play Circuit Royale? Fifth is Clash.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You people might already be upset, right, with that one as like the worst one already, at least in my opinion. I'll be honest with you. Escort's pretty good. I like Escort. Maybe it's just me. I'm not saying that I like Dorado, but I do like Escort. I don't know. I feel like Escort's just like a core game mode that's been in the game for so long. I mean, honestly, I would like to see more Escort maps. Is that bad? I don't know. I like that map. Clash is 5.
Granted, it's a new mode, so we're still learning it, but I definitely think this mode goes by way too fast. From what I've learned, speed is required if you're wanting to get multiple fights on a point. 4th is push. All the maps are solid. The only one
I mean, I think people already disagree because they put Clash ahead of it. I actually like Clash, believe it or not, so I get having Clash rank there. But would you put Escort to put in front of Clash right now? Not yet, until you see more. I think we need one more Clash map before we can really start to figure out where Clash will end up.
had a problem with was Coliseo, but they reworked it, so...
However,
it can get annoying walking that robot back and forth across the map. 3rd is Hybrid. Numbani and Pariso can burn in a fire, but besides that, the maps are well designed enough that you can run a variety of comps on them. 2nd is Flashpoint. Very fast-paced points, I like that. And with the addition of speed-boosted spawns, it makes it less of a walking simulator. And number 1 is Control. Easily has some of the best maps in the
okay.
game, and the pacing of the mode is just right. And because each map has 3 sections, it does force people to play different compositions each round. Anyways, here's the finished list, and if you disagree, I would love to know why. Anyways,
okay, let's go. Here, I'll do this very quickly because this is the list they have here. Now, 1, I love that Flashpoint has moved it up the list, and this goes back to, it's always funny seeing like where the new game modes are at in general. Like you see Flashpoint, you see Push here. And I just think that whenever a new game mode comes out, it generally people will hate the game mode. And then as the game modes get learned and like more people understand how the maps work, the game mode goes up a little bit on people's lists. But it definitely feels like a play style thing. If they have Control and Flashpoint, it just sounds like they like to play a lot of the brawl heavy comps. But I still wouldn't put Escort as dead last, in my opinion. I wouldn't put Escort as dead last. Maybe it's just the old school of like playing Overwatch for so many years that I would move Escort probably into like 4. But like even then, like I don't mind most of the game modes. So it would be really hard for me to make a list on where I would put stuff because I just don't mind most of the game modes. Like I don't load in. I'm more of a map-based person. Like I don't load in and go, oh no. Like if I get Hana Oka right now, I'm like, okay, I got Hana Oka. If I load into the Throne of Anubis, I'm like, oh no, are we gonna go high ground or are we gonna just slam our face into the point over and over again and have a 3-minute game, right? I think for me, it would just depend on the maps more than it would depend on anything else. Next up, we have GM Row saying he hates King's Row. Who hates King's Row?
Okay. Alright, thank God this shit canceled. I was not trying to play this bum-ass map.
Bum-ass map?
Yup.
What the fuck? So is this like a new generation thing? Do some of y'all actually hate King's Row as a map? Because I swear, it's one of the best maps. Like, yeah, I might not be able to play Ryan on this map that much anymore because of counter swapping. But I still love taking fights on this map because of how flat it is. And I'm not looking up 24/7 like I'm looking up at Shaq's big bald head like some other maps. Numbani, Dorado. And if it's not King's Row, what is your favorite map? And
okay.
If it's Dorado, I hope your Spotify subscription runs out.
Oh, that's not nice. Come on, seriously. No, but like, let's be honest here. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I like King's Row. So King's Row has always been one of my favorite maps. I will say King's Row definitely is different in Overwatch 2. Third point is. First and second point, I still feel like they play like awesome. I love the way that first and second point now. But in third point in top 500, the amount of games I see held on third point now because someone goes Widow on the other team and you can't ever get to the Widow is too damn high. But I still love King's Row. It's a classic map. First and second play so beautifully. Third point, like I said, is a little bit of a struggle at times for like top 500 games. I don't know. I still like the map. So I think it's more on the lines of it's going to be based off of like play styles of players, and that's where players will like certain maps. For example, Numbani is a map that a lot of people don't like. Why do I like Numbani? Chat, why do I like Numbani? Because I'm a D.Va player. Well, I mean, I play a bunch of different tanks, but I play a lot of D.Va. Numbani has been a map where you've been able to play D.Va no matter what the meta is because of first point. So I've always loved playing Numbani because of that. It doesn't mean that it's the best map in the game, but that's why. So sometimes it can be playstyle difference. Like sometimes players can't get to things like, well, not mobility maps because then there's Dorado and I can't stand Dorado, right? And that's a mobility-based map. So it's more along the lines of like D.Va just was so strong in that map. Dorado second point is terrible. Like it just had that. The reason why, I don't know if it's a hot take or not, the reason why second point or why Dorado is not the best map is because of second point. It just feels terrible to play. So I get it. Like, I mean, but I think King's Row is still a really good map. I don't think it's a terrible map by any means. From Ninja Atlas, and it just says Overwatch. It just says Overwatch. That's all I got here. So let's see what this is. All right.
I've actually gotten a lot of people really upset in my comments for saying things like Hanzo spams, and I don't really understand why people get upset at that because it's just true, you know, like if you're not spamming as Hanzo, if you're not spamming as any projectile character, you are by principle just playing them incorrectly. There is no good projectile player that actually meticulously plans every single one of their projectiles. It's just not how characters like that are meant to play. You're meant to shoot in crowds. You're meant to shoot into choke points as you're walking back back to the fight. You're meant to shoot indiscriminate damage because you do so much damage per shot that you could potentially get a kill you didn't even know you were gonna get. Like, I'm not trying to insult you guys by saying your characters are spam heavy. Like, it's just how they're built. Like, of course, just spamming isn't good enough, and you do have to do some active aiming. But to say that good projectile players don't spam at all, that's just a lie and a misunderstanding. I would even say that the best projectile players spam the most intelligently. You have to be spamming with these characters because you just get value from it.
Hey, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna rewind the comment. Good Hanzo players never spam. I think it's both, right? Like, wouldn't, like, if you're playing Hanzo, you're gonna spam down random hallways, but at the same time, like, if a soldier 76 is right in front of me and they're running to my left, I'm gonna have to aim at them and predict where they're gonna go, but I'm not gonna spam kill them. Does that make sense? I don't know, like, they're gonna both spam and they're gonna go for shots. Like, you're not gonna just, like, be like, oh, there's people in front of me, I'm not gonna try to aim at this soldier 76 standing still, I'm gonna spam. Like, projectile players are gonna both spam and they're gonna do damage. They're not just gonna not spam. I don't know, I guess I don't get the discussion here, or, like, where the argument is. Like, they spam and they also go for, like, accurate, high-skill shots, straight up. It just depends on the situation is, right? And then there's Junkrat. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, even good Junkrat players make some good plays. Rather than just, like, going in and just spamming. I gotta go in, they'll hit a skill shot with the left click, boom, die. Over. They just absolutely annihilate you. So, I don't know. Next up, we have Dark Knight 616. They say more awareness is key.
Hello there. This is for all the DPS that flame their supports for not healing when they don't do the simplest of things. Today, on Clueless DPS, we have a soldier begging for heals with his I need healing, while ignoring my I need help and come here for healing. He instead gives up high ground and makes me wish I could kill him myself. Please have more awareness than a potato. Help your support you. Until next time, and there will be a next time.
Huh. Out of curiosity, were they shooting at the soldier up on high ground? If the Mercy flew up there, would they have gotten killed? But yeah, I mean, I feel like people just go out of, like, I don't know, people go out of line of sight all the time, and yeah, you know, work with your supports, work with your DPS. I feel like that was an interesting example, by the way, because, like, one thing I do want to see here.
Gives up high ground, need help, and come here for
one second.
healing.
So see when I pause here? My only concern is if you go up to the soldier, isn't there a chance they could kill you up there too? At the same time, it's hard to see. Like, I see what they're saying, but at the same time, technically the soldier, they might have both gotten killed. We have Boger saying the most unlucky Mercy in Overwatch 2. Okay. Let's see what this is. What happened in this Boger clip?
The most amazing thing I've watched in the last 5 years. This is fascinating. This is inspiring. I could never achieve something as beautiful as this. How does the Reinhardt even get there? Was that like...
Was there a Lifeweaver
panel?
panel?
Yeah,
this is great!
Panel. Look at it. You can see him. The foreshadowing. You see him over there? Look at him. You can already see he's coming. It's kind of like a horror film, no? And the
I love this.
realization from this Mercy is just beautiful. Boom. This is what we need more of in this game. We need more silly maxing. This is a...
Yeah, you know what? Moments like that are what make Overwatch so fun, by the way, is where you come in there as, like, Mercy, get absolutely annihilated by a charge, and you just go, you know what? Would you... I don't even know if I'd be mad. If that happened to you, would you even be mad? Like, I think I would lose it laughing. That was just great. Angry fox noises, and it just says ham. That's it. That's all I got.
Find me. Please don't find me. Please don't find me. No, please don't look back.
Oh, no.
The fucking shit.
Hi there.
Just hide. They won't know you're there.
Can I leave? Can I please leave? Please? He's blocking the exit. I can't.
I like the ending. Hammer down! I love that. Up next, we have Knock Knock OW saying Zarya will finally be playable.
Zarya rework has finally been revealed, and her bubbles work completely differently now. Her particle barrier and projected barrier have been removed, and in their place, she's receiving plasma charge and projected charge. These no longer surround the target in a shield, but instead provide a new health type, plasma, which provides the same amount of damage mitigation as her old bubble, but is now added onto the health of the target instead. This health type is unique in the way that whenever the player who's shielded by it receives damage, they also receive a set amount of ult charge.
Honestly, it's kind of a cool feature that they added there, but...
And now since it's no longer a shield, certain high damage abilities can burst through it.
Oh, I'm kind of glad they kept it believable by getting nobody. Like, they didn't kill anybody with the Doom ult. If the Zarya died to the Doom ult there, then it definitely wouldn't be believable. Obviously, this is just a... Knock Knock does a lot of the memes like this. It's always funny. It's like random stuff like this. I'm just glad that making sure the Doom doesn't get any value with that ultimate is keeping it, like, you know... It makes it seem more real at that point. But yeah, obviously this isn't real.
Also, they have increased the cooldown to compensate for this. This is one of the
30
most
seconds
to date, and I can't wait to see what players come up with. But what do you guys think?
I'm sure at this point people know that's a meme. I love how they showed the cooldowns and it was 32 seconds. Yeah, that's it. It's a quick 32-second cooldown. That's what people wish the cooldown of, like, Suzu was. All right, and the last one we have here is called Overwatch All-Stars, and it says the Overwatch 1950 trailer.
Now few heroes remain, fighting however they can. Join Sojourn, the strategic commander, and Cassidy, the sharpshooting cowboy, as they struggle against the AI champions. The monstrous Roadhog, a brute with a menacing hook and infinite strength. The Wraith-like Reaper, a shadowy figure with twin shotguns and the ability to vanish into smoke. The Phantom Hacker Sombra, a master of stealth and technology who can infiltrate any system. The sinister Moira, a scientist with dark biotic powers capable of both healing and
what in the world are some of these?
And the deadly sniper Widowmaker, with 100% critical accuracy and a heart as cold as ice. Facing insurmountable odds, hope seems lost. But then, something in the sky makes everyone stop. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a hamster on a meteorite, coming to the rescue. Alongside him, enter Juno, the intergalactic explorer, Kiriko, the Japanese Fury, Junker Queen, the cutthroat leader of the Junkers, Lifeweaver, master of Biolight, and Ilari.
First of all, did somebody, like, this must have been, like, made with, like, something, like, dumb, right? Like, this was, like, just randomized something, right? Second of all...
Junkers. Lifeweaver.
What happened to Lifeweaver? Like, I don't understand. Like, what...
Master of Biolight. And Ilari, the Radiant Warrior. Taking the robots by surprise, they rescue Sojourn and Cassidy. But victory is always short-lived as they endlessly flee from hordes of AI bots. Join our heroes as they fight towards one shared goal: rebuild Overwatch and reclaim Earth from the Omnics. The battle has started and is relentless, with heavy losses on both sides. But the now pro-human hamster has one more surprise: an alien egg starting to crackle. What could be hatching from this egg? Enemy or ally? Find out in Overwatch 2, the movie, coming soon to theaters everywhere.
Dude, what in the world did I just watch? I don't even know how to react to that because I'm just watching. I'm like, what in the world? You know what that looked like? That looked like it just, like, because somebody said they did it with, like, what, like the random, like, AI generator thing. Didn't that look like they just, like, it was like an episode of Power Rangers and they just randomly replaced them with, like, the most scuffed looking versions of heroes I've ever seen? I still can't. What was Lifeweaver, by the way? Out of curiosity, like, in what world is that? How does that? That was the We Have Power Rangers at Home. I'm just saying that it didn't look like it was. I wanted an Overwatch TV show. There I go. When I was thinking of an Overwatch TV show, that's what I was thinking. I can't wait to watch Lifeweaver. Anyway, those are the TikTok reacts. So I hope you enjoyed these today. If you want to submit your own TikToks for us to react to, make sure to join my Discord. That is where you would do that. That's where we pretty much do any reacts to stuff. Make sure to hit that. The sub button, the like button, all that stuff. Appreciate y'all watching. We call these live on stream. Stop by if you're having a lot of fun here. With that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.